Good morning. It's nice to be here in my home this morning to our little short video. These videos are basically geared up for my students, but of course, because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, anyone can really learn and gain from these. We hope to do these once a month, maybe perhaps even more, depending on how successful we are. It will be very short. We're going to try to keep it down to about 3 or 4 minutes. Tom Nicoli, in the latest edition of the Journal of Hypnosis, wrote an article about the profession that we're in. He looked up the term professional in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. First definition is of relating to or characteristic of a profession. The second definition is engaged in one of the learned professions. And number 3, the important one for us, is characteristic by conforming to the technical or ethical standards of a profession. We are a profession, and the National Guild of Hypnotists does have a code of conduct and many other documents that define what we do and who we are. And I would hope that all of my students are conforming to the National Guild's Code of Ethics. And as we do that, we become more and more professional as a group, and we'll become more and more recognized as a legitimate part of our society, and legitimately be able to help everyday normal people with their everyday normal challenges in life. A couple of things, other things that I want to talk about today are: number 1, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, and that's a very important thing to understand. Because as we go about our profession, we need to help our clients understand that that is exactly what hypnosis is about. It's work on their part. About a year or 2, maybe even 3 years ago, I completed Cal Banyan's 5-path hypnosis course. And in the process of doing that, I received a pre-talk video that he shows all of his clients. I do show that to people now, all my clients, when they come in, because in a very professional way to introduce hypnosis and that concept and how it works to them. I would encourage all of you to get a copy of Cal's pre-hypnosis talk. You can contact him. He's in Orange, California now. Orange County, California. And the other thing that I would encourage you to do is review that, and if you don't use it in a video or a CD as you're doing your hypnosis, at least you can gather the information and do that. In that process, while our clients are doing hypnosis either on their own or with you, it's important that you always say to them, each and every time you go into this state that we call hypnosis, you'll find that you'll go much more quickly and much more rapidly than the time before. Let me repeat that. While a client is doing self-hypnosis, they give this message to themselves, or if you're doing it with them, you say, each and every time you go into hypnosis, or this state that we call hypnosis, you'll go much more rapidly and much more quickly than the time before. That helps the subconscious mind understand this is a perfectly normal and natural thing to do, and it trains the client, it conditions the client to be able to just drop into hypnosis. It helps us and helps the client to avoid a lengthy induction because they're conditioning themselves to go in very quickly. Now, as you know, again, hypnosis is a normal, natural state of mind. It's a sleep-like state. We all have dreams, and it's interesting to me, sometimes when I dream, I can wake up and I can't remember anything about the dream or the dreams I've had. We know as human beings we all do dream, but we do forget what those dreams are. Sometimes when I wake up, they're as vivid and I understand them completely. We don't. Our subconscious mind does not always allow us to remember that which we've experienced when we're in a sleep trance state. Hypnosis is very much the same. From time to time, you'll have clients say, I don't remember a thing, and from time to time, you'll have clients that'll say, oh, I remember everything you said, and from time to time, you'll have clients that say, you know, I was fading in and out. It's important as a hypnotist, and this is something that I've picked up here in the last few weeks off some information I got from the convention in 2007. I'm just barely getting around to almost finishing those CDs up for Maurice Crenshaw, where every client that he works with, and he uses the term patient, but every client he works with, he puts in the statement while they're in hypnosis. There'll be certain things that you remember and certain things that you'll forget. Your subconscious mind will remember all that it needs to. It will instruct your conscious mind to remember all that it needs to. Your subconscious mind may choose to forget certain things and it may choose to remember certain things. So it's a little pattern that includes that type of information. You'll have to develop your own. I'm in the process of developing my own. And also, you encourage the client to understand this information. Some of it, even when they're doing self-hypnosis, they won't remember. All they remember is them allowing themselves to count themselves into hypnosis and the termination of their trance. They may not remember everything that happens. They need to know what's going on. The key to a good hypnotic session is to be able to teach the client to understand what's going on while they're in trance. Well, that's all for right now. Remember, World Hypnosis Day is on January 4th. You can always get information about all of these things on our website, www.lifeworkswest.com. That's www.lifeworkswest.com. And I'll be signing off for now. Thank you for joining me.